cage, mine's Mika Frankl at Luttrell, Yee MMA Fitness. Next to the Bullet, Andreas Quintana ahead of Fury FC 71 back in the main event. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. You have a tough opponent ahead of you, Nate Richardson. You're coming off of both of you fighting a common opponent in Hassan Aliyev. Last time you're out in Texas, things didn't go your way. Sustained some injuries and adversity in that fight. So before we get into what's ahead of you, what do you take away and learn from all the shit you went through in that last experience?
Hey, the guy didn't make weight. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the fight, but I'm a fighter. I come here to fight, come here to do my job. I'm gonna make weight no matter what, 45, 46, title or not. We just kind of live and learn from our experiences. And the guy was tough. Thought he was gonna shoot, hit me with the overhand right, broke my jaw. It is what it is. Fight game. Live to fight another day.
I know that you don't go through this game without some nicks and bruises. Where does a broken jaw stack up in the list of scars and wounds you've accumulated?
The broken jaw wasn't too bad just because I healed relatively fast, The problem was, they put a plate in my jaw and then the screws started coming out, so that got infected. So it was redoing the surgery and re-getting the plate out, and the jaw healed fine and everything, but it was just those screws that kind of were getting into my cheek and gave me an infection, which kind of set me back even more.
When you look back in the fight, do you feel that the injury played a big part into how it played out, or no excuses when you look back at it? Where do you land at?
I mean, he caused the injury, so obviously there's no excuses. He's the one that hit me. He's the one that broke my jaw. But yeah, I couldn't really do too much after halfway through the second round. I wish my jaw didn't break, and I wish he made weight. I'm sure that kind of played a factor into his strength and how strong he was, and not as drained as I possibly was. He probably did come in bigger than me as well, but I took the fight, so that was just on me. I feel like maybe they should be bigger penalties. Maybe take away a point or 2 points for title fights, or something like that. I just think. Why I got like $400 or $500 off of him missing weight, being almost 5 pounds, almost a whole weight class heavier than me. So that's not worth it to me.
Did you feel that the weight, the size was something that you could feel was significantly different from other fights, that he felt bigger than other guys you competed against?
He did feel stronger than a lot of my past opponents. I fought guys that are pretty damn strong, But yeah, he was pretty strong. I'm usually the one dominating on the fence in the clinch and stuff, but he was able to hold me and able to take me down a couple of times. And even though I was able to get back up, but he still felt strong in the clinch.
Is there a point, and I know you would never give up in there. We're not going to get you and coach to throw in a towel, but you look back at it and you say, damn, maybe I'm too tough for my own good?
Never. I'm there to fight. Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's how I've always looked at it.
Now, how soon or how recently, since obviously you said there was the extra surgery needing, how long have you been looking for a fight, trying to get back in the cage?
I've been talking with my manager from Iridium, Jason, and everyone over there with Iridium. We've been kind of trying to get stuff together a lot sooner than it did happen. And then I went down to help my friend Mario Moore, and he fights with Fury as well. And as I went to corner him, I asked the promoter from Fury if I could get a fight ASAP. And I asked him for October. I was trying to fight in September. That didn't happen. I asked for October, and he's all, October's not going to work. We're all booked up, so we're here in November.
And here in November, hell of a fight. Nate Richardson, you guys were both just fighting for the title. So I feel like, as far as the Fury rankings go, this is a crucial fight, and it means big implications for the winner.
Of course, every fight to me is crucial. I feel like I'm always like just one step away from the UFC in a way. So it's just kind of time to really put it all out there and show everyone what I'm made of. It. Not like I have it, but it's kind of a must-win for me.
Do you feel like there's a back against the wall kind of feeling coming into this fight, coming off of a loss and being so close? You've had ups and downs over the last few years?
Yeah, of course. If you guys have known, I've never lost back-to-back fights, and I sure don't plan to start now.
Nate Richardson, a talented kickboxer. How do you feel this matchup sizes up? Most are going to say, and we've seen you do some damage with your knees, with your elbows, with your kicks, but a lot of people will say this is boxer versus kickboxer.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm multiverse. I can do anything. I can wrestle. I can grapple. I got knees, strikes, elbows. Everything. Just a lot of you guys just haven't seen it. I mean, I'm in a MMA gym. My head coach is a wrestler, 4-time state champion. It's not like I don't know how to do this stuff. I just haven't used it.
So did you just say right there, you may look to use some wrestling chops, mix things up, surprise people? Because that would definitely be a shock.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone just looks at me and, oh, he's just a striker. But I'm well-versed in every aspect of MMA.
And I got to bring it up. Hassan hits you with some leg kicks. If I'm Nate, he's probably looking at that fight saying, Andreas is going to be susceptible to leg kicks. So do you think with the freedom to not expect any takedowns from Nate, you're going to be able to check some more kicks?
Yeah, it's not that I'm going to check or go shin to shin with them. We got a few different moves we've been working on for the low calf kick, the leg kick. A lot of stuff. A lot of different veterans that we worked with have been working and showing us and stuff. Just kind of old school stuff from Coach Luttrell as well.
And I feel like this one has excitement written all over it. There's not going to be a lot of stalling in the fight.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of Nate's more of like a bite down on your mouth guard, kind of jump forward, brawler kind of type, where I'm more of a pretty boxer,
So do you think that's going to be what it is? A lot of him trying to come in and cause almost those collisions that you see in kickboxing?
I would think so, especially because I'm the taller, longer fighter compared to his shorter, stockier frame,
Does this matchup get you more excited than some of your recent ones? Edwin Chavez, unproven guy. Hassan Aliyev, you knew you were going to have to wrestle. But Nate Richardson, like I said, he's going to stand there and bang with you.
Yeah, I like to, of course, showcase my skills. And when I was fighting in Mexico a lot, I was fighting a lot of strikers, and that's kind of like what I love to do.
How do you feel that your striking style separates itself from the norm?
I'm just really explosive. A lot of people don't see a lot of spinning stuff from where I throw it. A lot of my boxing is really pretty. I've been working it since I was 12 years old, maybe 11. I've boxed most of my life, and I just feel like people don't see the angles, the movements of what a boxer can bring. And I worked with a lot of pro boxers here in Albuquerque, and they're like, damn, you're an MMA fighter? They're like, you're a really good boxer for an MMA fighter. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's where I started. So
you've been doing this for so long, and we know where the goal is. We know the determination. But how do you keep this resolve with the ups and downs there? A lesser person with lesser spirit gives up. We said there's no quit in you, but why?
I don't know. Just it's what I've known my whole life. It's not like, I mean, you can go back to school, but I just never went for school. I don't want to be working a desk job. I'll be bored out of my mind. I'm a fighter through and through.